Well,
On first down, Hatcher stopped for no gain. Centennial faced a 2nd and 24 after a false start and a sack, and converts it on 3rd and 8 with Hassan Longstreet racing across the first down marker. Now on the move, trying to tie Mater Dei after the Brown-to-Brown connection for the opening touchdown at the top of this second quarter. Two of the top 15 teams in the country. Longstreet running the speed option with Hatcher. Good closeout on the edge by DJ Clanton.
tough to run that to the short side. Because if Mater Dei, what they did, you see that option look, just string that out, they got nowhere to go.
Once again, 3rd and long. But in this situation where Matt Logan is so comfortable going forward on 4th down, the whole playbook is open, really.
Yeah. And Matt's playbook it's like a telephone book.
Trips to the far side of the field. Harris, the one receiver at the bottom. They look to Harris. Quick hitter, and Harris not able to hang on. 4th down upcoming for Centennial.
Well, if Harris makes an in move on that instead of stops, guess what? Now he catches that ball on the move. Little sidearm sling. Harris wants that one back.
Dixon closed out and did just enough to disrupt Harris.
Dixon, another one of those studs in the defensive backfield. 20-plus offers.
Yeah, they boast the top 2 players in California for the class of 2025. Dixon being the second of those 2. 4th down and 10. Hatcher has nowhere to go, and Mater Dei's defense stands up for a second turnover on downs.
Well, the blitz is coming again. And the philosophy is if I bring more than you have, numbers-wise, I'm going to win.
Is that a bigger stop for Mater Dei, or is that more deflating for Centennial?
I think it's very deflating for Centennial because they've proven that they can move the ball. They just have to get it into the end zone.
So now Mater Dei's offense goes back to work after breaking through on a 4th down and 4 with Elijah Brown hitting Marcus Brown for a 23-yard touchdown. That the only score of the game thus far. Almost 5 minutes into quarter number 2. It was tight through the first quarter last year, but then Mater Dei blew things open in the second. So far, that hasn't quite materialized yet, but things teetering a little bit for Centennial. High throw, pulled down by Dixon Wyatt. It'll be a gain of 4 and 2nd down for Mater Dei.
Dixon Wyatt, a sophomore, 6'2", 180-pounder.
Mater Dei to the hurry-up. Brown to pass again to his right. Zips it out. A little bit behind Wrestler, who comes back to get it. And that throw was great. There were 2 Centennial defenders there, and he put it right where he had to.
And Wrestler had to come back and dive for it. It's like that low and away throw that only your guy can get, and Wrestler pulled it in.
Now Centennial's defense with a big opportunity on 3rd and short. 4 wide set. The snap. Brown under pressure, rolls out. Complete to Bryant, inside the 40 for a Mater Dei first down. They say he is down. Bryant keeps on racing.
All right, let's take a look and see if he's down or if he just rolled over the defender. Brown gets flushed. It looked like his foot was down, but not the knee.
That's a hard one
He's
to tell
saying,
from
no,
that
no,
angle.
no, 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 but the referee made the call.
Well, Centennial
Take it
might have
right
gotten a break
there.
this time.
And
And
maybe that right knee was down a little bit. Yeah.
Great call by the officials to catch that. Well, while we were peeking at that, a first down loss of 6 for Mater Dei. Bryant seeing his role increase in the passing game this year. Had just 3 catches last season, already with a couple in the first half for Mater Dei. Motion mount is Brown. Up the middle, Davison muscling down to the 40 and setting up a third and about 12 for Mater Dei.
Brought down by Ben Tamefuna, 6 foot, 310-pound sophomore.
Another one of those young front seven players for Centennial. You see why Logan thinks the future's bright.
Yeah. Because you look at it, you've got, Hancock, but you look at their defensive front, Hancock, Taylor, Green, all seniors. You'd have to reload again next year, and Big Ben, one of those guys that's going to step up.
Third and long. Brown whips it over the middle, complete. Marcus Harris down to the 21.
Well, they run everybody off, and the defensive backs all stay deep, and then you see Harris come right across the middle on that drag route. Brown, being as smart as he is, finds him and connects for a huge gain. Marcus Harris, another one of those receivers, 30-plus offers.
Harris led the team in touchdown receptions last year with 12. Clock under 5 minutes to go.
25 of his 31 touchdown receptions, or 26 of 31, are back.
Brown looking for Dixon Wyatt. Goes up. And incomplete. Trying to pick on LaRue Zamoreno.
Well, it's one-on-one the whole way. Coming right at you. Great work.
Nearly made the catch.
Came down on that shoulder a little hard.
That is Caden Dixon Wyatt, sophomore with more than 15 offers.
It's almost, who doesn't have an offer on that team?
According to 247, there are 22 players with 3 stars or more for Mater Dei. That is insane. You see Centennial on your screen, though. They've held this Mater Dei offense to 7 points. It hasn't necessarily been pretty the entire time. Mater Dei has moved the ball, but a big fourth down stop in the first quarter, just the one touchdown early in the second. All things considered, they have to be happy with that side of the ball.
If I'm Matt Logan, I'm very happy with that side of the ball. Now, what do I do? How do we cover deep and then that intermediate area? Maybe you don't, and there you see him up and under his own power. Shakes his head a little bit, says, all right, I'm good to go.
Dixon Wyatt shaken up, trying to make the catch in the corner of the end zone. Sets up a second down for Mater Dei. On the move once again, trying to complete back-to-back touchdown drives. After opening up the second quarter on a 23-yard strike from Elijah Brown to Marcus Brown. Keep in mind, Centennial received the opening kickoff, so Mater Dei trying to put some pressure on before halftime where they will get the ball back to start the third.
So this is huge for the Husky defense.
Brown with his 2-star running backs. It's Davison motoring inside the 15 and twirling his way down to the 11-yard line.
And there you just see how special he is. Coming at you again, great vision, nice shiftiness, gets that spin, gets forward for the first down.
Davison again plucking forward to the 5.
And credit that offensive line. Carter, Tohi, Filani, Tuma Nuvau, and Baker. Yeah, a lot of it.
Different look as well with Josh Clark in the backfield as a lead blocker for Davison. He's to the left of Brown. They run right behind him, and Davison pushing forward into the end zone for a Mater Dei touchdown.
Well, just get behind the 6 foot, 240-pound lead blocker, and guess what? He's going to plow the road for me, and I'm going to get into the end zone and make this a 13-0 game pending the extra point. Credit that offensive line again. Now maybe we see Centennial adjust and go to a 4-man front.
Credit to the Mater Dei offensive coaching staff as well for their adjustment to get a lead blocker into the backfield. Give Davison someone to run behind as well.
Yeah. And you just add to the amount of beef that he's running behind.
Zante converts the extra point for a 14-0 Mater Dei lead. And now the pressure squarely on Centennial's offense.
Right now, I think it is imperative that you score and not a field goal. I think because now you don't want to go down potentially 21-0.
So far, Frank McManus pleased with his team's first half performance. 2-touchdown lead nearing halftime in his first game at the helm of the Monarchs. First non-Bruce Rollison coach for Mater Dei since 1988.
There you saw a shot of Matt Logan. Don't surprise anybody that Matt Logan is wearing shorts. He will wear shorts every single game.
It's shorts weather today.
Well, yes.
Not worth commenting
But in
on.
December, he'll wear it still.
Yes, those very chilly California winters.
It gets in the 50s.
Gutierrez to kick for Mater Dei. And Butler will have a chance at the 1-yard line. Butler shakes, slips, and falls down at the 14. 85 yards separating Centennial from pulling back within a score before halftime.
And they have all 3 timeouts. Two left, 2 timeouts. Thank you, Eric Sonheimer.
Star-studded press box.
Very star-studded. Tarek Fatal is here. Tarek's wife, Bree, they just had their first child. A little girl, Isla. I was trying to think the name, Isla. We want to congratulate Tarek. And if you want a good breakfast burrito, find Tarek's reviews.
So Centennial comes out trailing by 2 scores. 3:05 to halftime. Longstreet and Hatcher in the backfield. Trips to the right side. Longstreet whips it out low for Harris.
Let's take a look at this little bundle of joy. There's cute little Isla. August 11th, 8 pounds, 2 ounces. She looks back. Matt Logan does such a great job, and they got to figure out a way to get Longstreet on track.
You see Centennial's huddle as they face a 3rd and 15. Matt Logan, 27 years at the helm. For about 10 seconds this offseason, there were whispers about him being linked to Mater Dei's coaching opening, but quickly shot that down when asked the question. Logan, of course, very, very happy at Centennial. Hassan Longstreet in this first half, 4 out of 11 for 27 yards. He is allowed to re-enter the game because of the timeout. He would have had to sit out the play because his helmet popped off, but with just under 2.5 minutes to go, and Centennial facing 3rd and 15, Matt Logan wanted to take a moment to consider his options.
Well, now the official is saying, no, you can't come back in.
So Catalano back to the quarterback position. And a massive moment for Centennial. I have to think Matt Logan might want that timeout back if he'd known. Catalano to pass. Zips it out, completes it. Harlem Harris, short of the first down, but sets up a 4th and manageable.
Yeah, but here's the problem here. A great throw by Catalano to come in here. Looks like his brother just zips that thing in there, but you've got to punt this ball. And you've got to hope you get a good one, and maybe it scoots away from Ajon Bryant, and you get a big roll, but you don't want to go for it and not get it, because now you're really in trouble playing with fire.
Sidewinder of a punt. Goes out of bounds short of the 50, and they'll mark it out officially at the 40. Joined by Nate Frazier in the backfield. Brown to throw. Under pressure. Gets away at first and then is dropped in the backfield. Michael Moreno shooting through the middle.
Yeah, they had him. They kind of brought that pressure, and he looked one way, and then, here it comes. It's a bunch of guys in, all dressed in men in black, so to say, and nice job by Moreno to bring him down.
So 2nd and 16 for Mater Dei. 4 wide. Brown surveys, throws the screen, and Frazier tripped over Talon Tamanavuau.
That's a mouthful.
Tamanuvau, excuse me.
Tamanuvau.
The transfer from Jay Serra. So now Centennial's defense on the brink of getting a huge win. 3rd and 16,
Yeah.
a minute 27 to go.
But I think this is 4-down territory for Mater Dei. I don't think they're going to punt it.
Let's see what Elijah Brown has. Frazier to his right. Brown steps into the throw to the sideline for Dixon Wyatt, incomplete.
Yeah, maybe they will punt it. Yep. I'm wrong again.
First time ever.
No, my streak is intact. I'm always wrong.
But nonetheless, Centennial with a huge stop, and also 81 seconds left in the first half. They might have to cover a whole lot of real estate to get into the end zone, but they're going to get a chance with Tate Meyer back to return this kick. Gutierrez to punt. High snap. And a low, short kick bounces Centennial's way. And it's going to be
the ball or...
So the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will give 15 yards to Centennial, and with less than a minute left, an absolute gift to put them inside the Mater Dei 40. The Longstreet back to pass again. Steps up, seen Ghost now running away and into open space. Longstreet gets out of bounds inside the 25.
And that's the great thing about his escapability is when you're blitzing so much and you're playing man, who's got the quarterback? If you're playing man, everybody covering somebody, their back is to the quarterback. Longstreet recognizes that, takes off, picks up huge yardage there for the Huskies, and he's saying, hey,
He will not get away.
nope. Sanders.
Abdul Sanders shot out of a cannon for Mater Dei. And a timeout.
5 tackles for loss, 4 sacks for the junior last year, and it's just nobody's accounting for him.
It's really a flip of the script, so to speak, for Matt Logan. The way he runs his offense is the same way a defensive coordinator usually runs a defense. Putting pressure on the other side of the ball. Mater Dei is doing that to his offense tonight, putting pressure constantly on Hassan Longstreet to either get the ball out quickly or tuck and run, and in this instance, go nowhere.
Yeah, because and the thing is, if you're not ready for that type of pressure and that athleticism, yes, they return 3 starters on this offensive line. You return the Heltons and you return Drew Hill. But if I'm Jacob McKinley, I'm a sophomore, I'm not used to seeing that. I'm not used to seeing, Aiden Breland at 6'6", 300 coming at me with speed and athleticism. And now you're outnumbering them, bringing more pressure. It's very tough for an offense to get going.
And that's one thing Centennial has not been able to do tonight. Every time it's felt like their offense has solved the riddle, Mater Dei has dialed up the right pressure package for a timely sack or tackle for loss, whatever it takes to kill the momentum. Now Centennial, with 34 and a half seconds left, jogs out for a 3rd and 17. Trips to the bottom of your screen with
You know what I
Harris.
like here? They're bringing pressure from the middle. I love a middle screen. His arm is ridiculously strong, but he's thrown everything off his back foot. He has not really been able to step into anything, and that's the pressure from Mater Dei coming after him every single time.
29 seconds left and 4th down. Upcoming for Centennial, I should say. Longstreet with pressure in his face, running away. Gets the pass off and high for Butler, incomplete.
And there you see that pressure coming from
Kempitsa.
Yep.
Unblocked right at the middle.
He's just being chased from the beginning.
So now the question for Mater Dei, with 2 timeouts left and 23 seconds, whether or not you just take a knee and go to halftime.
I'm happy taking a knee, but it's Mater Dei.
Not in their vocabulary.
Nope.
Well, you see Brown along with Davison. A 5-yard touchdown run for Davison earlier in this corner to make it 14-0. 4 wide for Brown.
Of 166 are back.
So the chunk play sets up Mater Dei with a 1st down at the 36 and 12 seconds to work with. Brown taken down, but a flag comes in behind the play.
I think what's going to happen, oh no, it was a Mater Dei helmet that came off. I think what's going to happen is when your helmet comes off, you have to stop playing. And because the helmet of the defensive player came off, he kept playing.
Junior Sione Tohi.
Or there's a face mask.
The penalty is a face mask against Centennial.
Well, there are 2 helmets that came off. So 4 seconds left. You're down at the 20.
Still some options open for Mater Dei.
Yeah, like everything.
It'll be at the 21-yard line, and Mater Dei takes a timeout to set up one last first half play. A scoreless first quarter has given way to a Mater Dei methodical second quarter in which they've scored twice on an Elijah Brown to Marcus Brown 23-yard touchdown strike, and then later Jordan Davison on a 5-yard touchdown scamper. But their defense has been just simply suffocating.
They brought pressure the entire night, and it started right there with Breland. And they've been bringing 5, 6, 7, 8 guys almost every single play. Longstreet has not had an opportunity to set his feet. Those running backs have, the minute they get the ball, there's somebody in their face. That's going to be the MO for Mater Dei this year. Will teams later on in the season be able to figure that out and then say, hey, here's how we beat them? Because they're showing it all right now.
They're going to tee things up for a 38-yard field goal attempt by Dominic Zante. Juju Parham to hold for Mater Dei. Tough kick from the hash mark. And he pushed it. So Centennial's defense gets a small win to end the half, but Mater Dei goes into the break with a 14-0 lead on the road. And all things considered, Frank McManus has to be happy with the first quarter he's seen. We'll have halftime coverage coming up shortly. Here is you're watching the CIF Southern Section 4 Game of the Week.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, prediabetes does. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Pacifico is a crisp golden lager, brewed for those who know. It's what's behind a label that matters.
5 Hour Energy. Think of it as 5-second coffee for when you wake up too late to make it, or you don't have time to wait in line for it, or you're just too busy for a coffee break. 5 Hour Energy, the 5-second coffee.
Most hiring algorithms would scream me out.
Some bosses couldn't see me as a leader.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
I've been running code as long as I've been able to reach a keyboard.
This is what I do. It's